Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to This Just In. Thank you for joining me today. In this video, I'm going to give you the best gambling stocks to buy right now. I did cover a couple of different industries, get you a little bit of diversity. So if you like making money, I think these companies have huge opportunity to continue to grow throughout the next 6 to 12 months, which will set us up for some nice gains throughout the year. So let's jump in. I think you guys are going to like it today. Alright guys, so first things first, this video is for entertainment purposes only. I'm obviously not a licensed stockbroker. Always do your own research. I do try my absolute best to give you the best possible research that I can. I don't think people realize how many hours goes into researching these stocks, putting the videos together. I do own the stocks, but because of that, subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell notification so you can stay up to date. I post new videos every day. I think I'm actually even going to start posting 2 videos a day instead of just 1. And then I'll probably start posting on the weekends as well. But we talk anything investing, growth stocks, penny stocks, everything. And then there's a link down in the description to my Patreon account. Come join the family. I'm actually going to run a kind of a deal. The first 100 people that sign up and join Patreon, I'm doing it for just $1. The only reason I can't do it for anything less, they won't let me. I tried to do it for free, but they wouldn't let me. So $1 gets you access to my private Discord, where we can talk stocks all day. You'll also have links to my different portfolios. And then anytime I buy or sell a stock up to the second I do it, I will notify you there so you have that. But I really wanted to kind of just show appreciation for like the day one, supporters, the guys, that have been helping me grow the channel, and give it to you for just $1. I do got some really cool stuff coming up, especially, once we hit around 500, subscribers on YouTube. I need a little bit more people to do what I've got in mind, but it's going to be sick. And then take advantage of the Webull link, set up an account, deposit $100. They'll give you, 2 free stocks anywhere from like $10 all the way up to $1,800, and then I get a free stock as well, so it helps support the channel. But let's jump in. So today we are going to talk about gambling stocks. I tried to pick 3 different, companies and 3 different, similar industries, but they do 3 different core competencies, and I'm going to kind of give it to you in the third one I like the least, the second one I like the second best, and the last one I like the most. I do own all 3, but so I do like them all. I just am kind of saving the best for last. The reason why I chose gambling for the video today is because I've got one in here that I think is going to absolutely explode next week and the coming weeks. But the gambling industry is massive. Right now, 75% of all states are either legal or are on track to become legal. They have legislation. I think there is a few states that will never become legal. I think I'm sitting in one here in Utah. But for the most part, I think all of them will get close for online gambling, especially with the new administration. So let's take a look here. The first stock we're going to look at today is Rush Street Interactive. That's ticker symbol RSI. These guys were recently a SPAC. They just switched ticker symbols like back in January. These guys focus on iGaming and online casinos. Like the online slot machines. They do the blackjack with the live dealer. They also do sports betting as well, but that's a little bit smaller part of their business. The reason why I really like these guys, because they own 16.3% of their market share. As of right now, the online casino industry is actually projected to be quite a bit bigger than the online sports betting industry. The online casino industry is projected to be a $20 billion industry, where the online sports betting is projected to be about a $20 billion industry. Sports betting is kind of seasonal almost. I mean, it is all year round because there's all different sports, but it's really big during football season and basketball season. So I like Rush Street RSI because of the online casino. Right now, they're only in 8 different states. And Colombia. They've got a couple of different casinos. They're projected to make up about 12 to 18% of the market share of the entire online casino industry, which is huge. They've got projected potential revenue of like 1.5 billion to 2.5 billion. So that's huge numbers. their real money users is the other thing, has been growing year over year 135%. They do iGaming for fake money as well, like just social gaming, but their real money users have grown by 135% a year. So that's absolutely huge. They've also won awards like Casino Operator of the Year and stuff. But let's take a look at the chart. So I think right now you're getting it at a good price. If you look here, it's almost like we're starting to hit a double bottom pattern. They ran clear up to 26 and then sold way off, been getting beat up lately. If we map out some support and resistance lines, we've got a support line right here. I think we've created a really nice base around 18. We've got another resistance line right here, and then a resistance line up here. So I think that you're getting this stock right here at a good entry around $20. I do think it's got a lot more upside potential than that. Just to even get back up to the high of 26, you've got about a 30% increase. I think, in order for it to create the double bottom, it's got to break up through here and break this resistance point, and then it'll start acting as support. But I think at the downside is down here at 18. I don't see it going much lower than that. So you could watch it and see if it's going to try to retrace back down here and retest the support. I think it'll continue moving towards the upside. They do have earnings coming up in beginning of March. They did have some nice catalysts, but I think this whole industry is catalyst driven, right? Right now they're in 8 states. As every state becomes legal and they expand into state to state to state, that's going to drive the stock up. Anytime a new state, passes legislation to start the process to become legalized, you're going to see, a catalyst. And so I think right now it's a good price. I think it's got a lot of upside potential in this stock. I don't want to put a price target on it because I don't quite know yet. I haven't decided, but I do think that over the course of the next 6 to 12 months, this stock will do very well, have really nice growth. And I will, say at the very minimum, it will get up and retest its high of 25, 26. And I think it will break that eventually once we kind of get out of Q1. So definitely check this one out. Put it on your radar. I think RSI will do very well moving forward. The next one we're going to take a look at is PENN National Gaming. This is almost my favorite. I really like PENN. I honestly like it more than DraftKings. There's a few industries right now doing really well. Marijuana, gambling, genomics, and there's banking is getting ready to do really well. And I think the traveling hotels is going to do very well, in Q2, Q3, Q4. That's why I like this company. It gives you kind of a taste of all of them. Right now, they focus on table games, slot machines. They've got online sports betting and in-person sports betting. So they've got online casinos and in-person, table games and slots and things for, the casino part of it. Right now, they currently own or have ownership in 41 different gaming or racing properties in 19 states across the United States and across America. They just reported earnings. I'll get to that in a second. Right now, they have 50,000 different gaming machines, like slot machines. They've got 1,300 table games like blackjack, craps, roulette, stuff like that. They've also got 8,800 hotel rooms. So you get a little bit of all of it. You get online sports betting, you get online casinos, you get in-person gambling, but then you also get hotel rooms. So as the coronavirus starts to pass and people start traveling again and using hotels, you get catalyst in all these different areas. That's why I really like this company. They're not a small company either. They do well. I mean, their revenue that they just reported back in the beginning of February was just over $1 billion, 1.03 billion. Their net income on that 1.03 billion was 12.7 million, which they got beat up during COVID. They got beat up. They've got a gross profit margin of 53%. They lost quite a bit of money last year, but if you look at these numbers from 2012, 2012 to 2019, their gross profit went from 700,000 all the way up to 43 million. So that's huge growth. They've also got really nice catalysts coming up. These guys have $1.9 billion in cash, so it puts them in a lot of really good positions to execute, make moves, expand, purchase acquisitions and things like that, and create catalysts as well. Almost $2 billion in cash is a lot of money. But as of right now, they are on track to open 2 new locations by the end of 2021. There's 2 catalysts right there. I haven't even talked about the Barstool. I almost forgot about that. They purchased 36% of Barstool Sports. Barstool Sports is absolutely massive. Their fan base is like 70 million or 90 million or something like that. Listen to what happened when they did some rebranding using Barstool. So in their casinos, they rebranded their sports betting area and online, and then they rebranded their casino games, their machines, and their table games. Their sports betting saw an increase of revenue of 35% after the rebranding. Their table games and gaming machines saw a revenue increase of like 27%. So I think that Barstool sports piece starts opening them up to a younger demographic. They also are developing an app with Barstool Sports called Barstool Sportsbook, where you can do online sports betting, online gambling, things like that. And then they've got that My Choice rewards app where they, give their members, rewards. But between the both of them, they've got like tens of millions of users and potential clients. So with the Barstool Sport app, let me just kind of all briefly, tell you how crazy it did and why I think it will propel them, even further moving forward. So they launched it back in September in Pennsylvania. And since they launched it on, I can't remember what day it was, but in September 2020 till like the early February, they had 72,000 users sign up for their Barstool sports booking app just in Pennsylvania, which created a revenue of $300 million. And then they launched it in Michigan, and in the first 10 days, they had 72,000 users for $27.5 million in revenue. And they are projecting to have the app live in 10 different states by the end of 2021. Catalyst, 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 catalyst. You know what I'm saying? Like, this app is going to help tremendously with their reach into a younger demographic and help them create a whole new stream of revenue. So those are all obviously amazing things. I really like it because it's got the online gambling, the in-person gambling, the hotel rooms, everything. Look at this growth. This chart looks better than DraftKings, and I can't even believe I said that. Back in COVID, they had a huge sell-off. Bam, everybody did, right? Especially this industry got hit hard. This growth since March has just been steady. It's not a straight wall. It's not like they jumped, 10 times in one day. They've just been consistently and steadily growing since March. And so I do think it is a little extended right now. I do think it is very extended. I mean, at $120, that's a lot of money. But I do see this company over the course of the next, 12 to 24 months continuously doing better and better, especially as we get out of the pandemic and people start traveling again. I mean, their revenue's good, their margins are good, they've got cash on the side, they can make acquisitions, and Barstool Sports will help this company tremendously moving forward. So definitely put this on your radar. I would try to see if I could get a little bit of a better entry. I bought it back in November at around $80. So I'm up about 50%. But I do think that they will have a little bit more of a sell-off. Hopefully, they do have earnings coming up in April 30th. So we'll have to wait and see how that turns out. But I definitely add this one. I think as a long-term play, this company will do very well. I would like to say a price target on it, but again, this is another one that's so extended, I don't know. I would like to say, 180, 200, but don't quote me on that. I'm not going to say that's confirmed. I just really like this stock. I think it will do very well. So definitely check these guys out. The last one we're going to cover is Skills. This is definitely my favorite. I think this company is a no-brainer. So Skills focuses on esports and iGaming. So they do tournaments for mobile app games and like PC games, and they essentially, you compete for real money through their platform. So their platform, their technology puts on tournaments for different mobile games and online games for esports. Beautiful thing about this industry right here, there's not nearly the regulation that there is in gambling. So they can, because it's not considered gambling, it's considered competing. They are just rapidly growing this company. Let me give you some numbers. So their revenue has grown 2 to 3 times every single year since 2012. They've doubled the company every year since 2012. That's massive. Their revenue in 2020 was $225 million. They are projecting to get to $550 million by 2025. Forbes put an article out and said this is the next billion-dollar company. I would agree. With a gross profit margin of 95%. I would say so. That's huge, profit margins. The video game industry is massive as well. Like I said before, the online casino industry is $20 billion. Well, the video game industry is $175 billion, and it is projected to grow to $365 billion by 2025. So just massive opportunity for growth. These guys are also trying to actively expand into India. India's a huge market. I think it's like 40% of the US market. They've got 300 million 300 million smartphones. The US only has 200 million smartphones on average. So with that being said, I think that's a great catalyst. I think the CEO of this company is an absolute beast. He's very transparent, very composed. I watched a video where he was talking about the company and about their plans and their growth. He was talking about it in a very conservative manner. He wasn't going out there and like just telling everybody the best possible scenario. It was almost like he was talking a lot more conservative because he thought hoping that he would do a lot better rather than telling the best possible scenario and then doing worse. It's almost like that I underpromise and overdeliver type thing. That's why I liked it, because he's good at what he does. He knows the company in and out, and he's going to help this company grow. So let's take a look at the chart. I think we do have some bullish activity coming on here. I do think that you're getting it at a really good price. Just to get back up to previous high, you're looking at about 30% increase, from today. I think $35 is a great price for this stock. I got in back here in the beginning of February at $24, beginning of February, end of January. It did see a big pop up, and then it has started to see kind of a consistent sell-off. It does have earnings coming up, and so I do think that's going to be big. I think that's going to help propel the company up, or the stock price up. It is forming this bullish pennant right here. Pull this up here. Like that. And so I do think that is a very nice bullish pattern. I do think this is almost looking like it might have a breakout next week. I really like this company. I think this is one of the best companies you can invest in for long-term growth. I think you will easily double your money with this stock in the next 6 to 12 months. I'm going to say 12 months. I put a price target on this stock of $80 by the end of 2021, early 2022, mid 2022. That's a very bullish price target. I mean, that's almost calling for 3x, but I think it will very much, no, I guess not. Yeah, $80, it's at 35, so double. Yeah, so I would say it'll at least double, if not hit $80 by the end of the year, early 2022. So put this one on your list. I don't think you could go wrong with this company at all. I think you've got great opportunity. So that's it for today, guys. I wanted to keep the video pretty short. If you have any questions, put them down in the comments. Let me know how you feel about these companies. If you like them, let me know. If you like Gold Nugget Online Gaming better, don't let me know, because I don't like that. I don't like that company. I think they're going to do well. I owned them, but I sold them. But they're a great company. I just kind of like RSI a little bit more. I think they have more of a market share. I think they do a little bit better. But yes, come join me at the Patreon. I'd love to see you over there. Come take advantage of that $1 tier. I actually was going to show you one of the stock alerts that I just sent out the other day to a couple of my buddies that popped like 80% over the course of the next 4 days. So I think we can all help each other, especially with everybody out there researching the stock investing getting bigger and bigger. So yeah, come join me. But that's it for today, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully you guys kill it next week, and have a good day and have a good rest of your Sunday. Peace.